Hey, are you somebody who wants to go out with your friends on the weekend and you want to go out to a restaurant, maybe have a nice meal out with your significant other, but you just can't bring yourself to do it because you end up gaining weight over the weekend and you start Monday all over again from scratch? Well, what I'm going to talk to you about here is how you can overcome this and actually go out with your friends and actually go out to eat and enjoy it without feeling guilty. So the first place to start is understanding what's really actually going on here when you gain a little bit of weight over the weekend. Well, guess what? 1 pound of body fat is equal to roughly 3,500 calories. Whoa. Okay, before you tune me out, I know what you're probably thinking. You probably are afraid you may have to burn an extra 17,000 calories just to get rid of that weight. And how in the world will you ever do that? Let's just stop right there. Because what's really going on here is that you're not actually gaining fat. And let me explain why and what this whole thing means. So first, if you really did gain 5 extra pounds over the weekend, then what does that really mean? You ate an extra 17,000 calories on top of what your body already burns over the weekend. Let's say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you burn 2,000, 4,000, make that 6,000 calories, just living, just going about your daily activities, just being you, doing your things. Well, then that means you ate 23,000 calories over the weekend. That's probably unlikely. I don't know anybody that eats 23,000 calories in one weekend. So what's really going on here is you likely ate some carbs, you likely had some salt, and those things, that's fine, but those things are going to pull water toward them. And water is not weightless. Water does weigh something. So that means the water is going into your cells and you're hanging on to some of that. And that's okay. You might say, well, I'm skipping carbs and salt forever then and not drinking any water. Nope. That makes your body not work as well. You want that. That's okay. Have some carbs, have some salt, have some water. Those things are so important for your body to thrive. So instead of fearing those things, just realize that, hey, it's okay. Gravity is pulling me down a little bit more right now because there's more substance in my body. That's fine. It doesn't mean you're looking bigger. It doesn't mean you're less healthy. It doesn't mean you've gained fat. If any fat at all, the amount would be so minuscule in such a small period of time. So instead, realize you've just gone from this fat loss track up to this fat loss track. You just jumped from it's like a railroad track. If you got 2 rails, you just went from one rail to the other. No big deal. In fact, the other rail probably works a little bit better. So all you gotta do is be a little bit patient, and when that salt starts leaving the cells, and when you burn the glycogen, or should I say the carbs, out of those cells, then guess what? That weight leaves, or that water weight leaves as well. So therefore, you just put yourself back down on the lower track. Ta-da! A couple days later, you lost that weight that you gained over the weekend. So no fear, you're still on your fat loss journey. Rather than thinking you have to go and burn 17,000 extra calories beyond what you're already eating, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is realize everything's fine. I gained a couple pounds, it's no big deal. You're still losing fat. As long as, here's the key, you stick to the program, you stick to the plan. You follow through, you keep going, you don't quit, because you never fail until you quit. So, here's the way you overcome the fear and anxiety that you get when your friends ask you to go out on the weekend. You say yes, and then you go out and you enjoy yourself, guilt-free, because the amount of fat that you could possibly gain over the weekend is extremely minimal. So instead, go guilt-free, enjoy yourself, have the time of your life, build relationships, deepen those friendships that you have have smiles and laughter and tell stories and jokes and have a good time, because that is all playing a role in your health as well. A large role at that. So do not neglect that side of your life. It's not all about calorie restriction and constant exercise. Though, with that said, if you don't have a solid nutrition program in place, if you don't have a great workout plan in place, well, then it's time you do get that. And if you're still not at that point, well, then maybe you ought to be talking with me. Maybe you should drop something in the comments like, hey, I'm interested. And then I can reach back out to you and we can set up a consultation and see what it would look like for you to get on a solid workout program so that you are on the right path, so that after the weekend, you have something to get back to get yourself back on the right track. Hey, by the way, if you found this helpful, it would be great for me if you could just go ahead and like it, subscribe to get more information like this, be my guest, and then don't forget to hit the bell to turn on notifications so that you're notified every time I make another video like this. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.